Man, I'm so hungry. Like, I'm hungry. Oh, damn it. Hey YouTube, so this is Yusra Loves You, and I'm back again. And this time I actually wanted to share something really personal with you guys. You find a lot now in the media, well, not media, but social media, where, like, you know, you would see, oh, light skin versus dark skin, or, you know, like haha hee hee jokes here and there. I was never one to find it funny because all the ones that I've seen were against dark skinned women, and so, I mean, why would I find it funny? Hello. So I just wanted to share my own experience with me accepting myself and my skin color. I remember that in my class, this was 8th grade year, and in my class it was me and another boy, and we were both like the darkest like people, like complexion wise, in the classroom. So I never thought anything of it. Like my dad is dark, and I just never thought that I stood out. Like, I never thought that it would have been a problem. Honestly, I didn't even know that I was dark-skinned until 8th grade. So 8th grade happened, and I just found myself getting made fun of by mostly people that I called my friends. And I think that when you're at that age, you know, you want to get accepted. So you just deal with certain things, especially things that, like, you know, your parents don't tell you about. So when you experience it in school, it's just like so different, because you're just like, okay, like, well, I didn't know that, but thank you for informing me. But can we still be friends? So I got made fun of a lot for being dark skinned. And it was to the point where, like, I would go home crying, like bawling my eyes out, because I just didn't understand why I was getting made fun of so much. Like, I didn't pick this skin color that I have. Like, I was born this way. I was created. This is how God made me. And I didn't understand why it was so bad. At the time, like, I felt that it was a bad thing, and I didn't understand why. Like, I didn't understand why that was something that, you know, kids wanted to make fun of me about. I remember that I never wished that I was white, or I never wished that I was a different race. I just always wished that I was, like, lighter skin, and not even light skin, but like a lighter brown, you know, like, just of that nature. And it made me so sad, because I felt like nobody liked me. I felt so ugly. And from that point in my life until probably my senior year of high school, I had, like, such low self-esteem. I just didn't want to be dark-skinned. I hated it. Like, I hated myself. When I would see other dark-skinned women, other dark-skinned girls in my school, like whether it was in my high school or whatever, you know, they would seem so pretty to me. But then I would just always be like, oh, well, you know, we're losers because the lighter women are always winning. And it would hurt my feelings so much, because, like, I mean, why wouldn't it hurt my feelings? I'm getting made fun of. I went to high school. I had friends, like, you know, all throughout high school. I was just a really friendly person, and I guess people, like, liked me because I was very outgoing. I was talkative. I liked to make friends. So people really liked me and stuff, but it's like that didn't really affect my self-esteem, because I still had that, like, warped feeling in my, like, you know, like, in my heart, and like those thoughts in my mind where it's like I'm not pretty because I'm dark. Now, I don't know if a lot of people know about African culture, but I am African, Sudanese to be exact. And in Sudan, it's really big for women to bleach their skin. They want to be almost white. Now, of course, coming from that type of culture, it follows you everywhere. And every time I would go to Sudan, my grandmother loves my skin color. My mom's mom, she loves my skin color. every time she would always tell me like how pretty I was and all that stuff. But then my cousins, you know, they would tell my mom like, oh well, did you like, why don't you get Yisra like this cream, like, you know, help her like brighten her up a little bit. They would never say, oh, make her lighter skin, but they would say brighten her up. I would just be like, what do I need to get like brightened up for? I don't understand. My 11th grade year, there was this cream called Deanna. I don't know if they sell it here, like I think in Indian stores and stuff like that, at least in Philly. And I started using it because I wanted to be lighter. And it worked a little bit, like, because the base in my skin is yellow, so I have a yellow undertone. So it like just brightened it up like that, like it made me more lighter, more of like a yellow brownish color. And I was okay with it for a while because I was like, ooh, like I'm lighter, like I'm so happy, yay. But summer came and then I got really dark. And when I tell you I fell into a state of depression for that summer, like after I became a junior and I was going to my senior year, that summer I was sad because I felt like this is the darkest that I have ever been in my entire life. And I was just like, why does the universe and God hate me? Like, why is this like, I don't understand. My mother is brown skin, like light brown. Why did I have to get my dad's complexion? Like, this is stupid. I hate it. I hate myself. I hate life. And you know, like, of course teenagers, they make like everything more dramatic. So senior year came, and you know, I feel like I glowed up a little bit senior year. I remember one time I was at home and I was talking to my mom, and she was telling me how like my cousin in Sudan, which is also my skin complexion, used like this bleaching cream for her wedding. And well, it's not really bleaching cream, but it was like this powder that made her skin lighter, I guess, for that day or for that week or whatever it was. And she looked like a ghost. Mind you, she's my skin complexion, or maybe a little bit darker. And we were talking about it, and I was like, do you feel like that's right? And like, you know, she was giving me her opinion. She was like, no, like I don't feel like it's right. She was like, you're dark skinned and you're beautiful and this, that, and the third. And it's like, when she said that, I like bursted into tears. And not because she called me beautiful, but because it's like I wanted to see what she saw. I wanted to feel how she felt, and I couldn't, and I didn't know how to do that. And I felt like I was just like stuck. Like, I wanted to love myself. Like, I wanted to feel like I was beautiful. Like, why am I hearing it but I'm not believing it? Like, what's wrong? Freshman year came of college. Graduated high school. Freshman year came of college, and I met other girls that were also dark skinned, and I befriended them. One of them is actually like one of my best friends now. So we shared stories with each other, and it's like, what I realized is that, damn, like we all went through the same stuff, like the exact same stuff, like being criticized for being too black. These other women that I was friends with were being criticized for it, and I was pretty sure that other women of this skin complexion or darker like were getting criticized for it. And it's like, at that point it made me angry. Like, before I was sad, but it made me angry now, because I was just like, what is going on with the world? Like, what? Like, we're like this, like all of my friends are beautiful. Like, why would anybody ever try to, like, you know, make fun of them? Like, they're beautiful people. It didn't take me until I want to say like the ends of my freshman year, sophomore year of college, that I actually like had to like do self-revelation and just realize who I was and what I stood for and what I wanted to do. And I realized that how can I try to help broken people or try to be any type of great influence in anybody's life if I wasn't even okay with myself? And not even just the inside, but I wasn't okay with the outside either. And what I wasn't okay with was something that I can't change unless I wanted to literally burn my skin off. And I didn't want to do that. So I had to learn how to become okay with me. I had to learn how to love myself, love my skin, and just literally look at myself every day and just say, like, I would never change who I am, like, ever. Honestly, all of the tormenting and the being made fun of, people laughing at me, like, it broke me to the point where I felt like I just wasn't worth anything. But now, like, even today, sitting like before you guys, like, I could really say that I love myself. Now, there are things that I want to change in my life, but as far as just like me being a black woman, me being a dark-skinned woman, I love it. This is just more so to the young girls, or even the women or whoever that, are watching this, that felt as though they weren't good enough because of who they were, how they were born. You don't have to be ashamed of yourself. You don't have to be ashamed of yourself, because best believe that the thing that one person doesn't like, there's going to be somebody else that likes it. And I feel like this is just a lesson that, like, I want to carry, I want to give to my kids, I want to give to my grandkids, my grandkids, that, like, I don't care if you're so black you look blue. You are beautiful. Like, don't let anybody else tell you otherwise. And honestly, I'm really happy to say that I am thankful. Yusra Abdul, am thankful for this beautiful skin that I have right now, because it makes me who I am. It really does. It makes me who I am. It makes me more confident in myself. It makes me strong. It makes me courageous. And I really just feel like can't nobody tell me shit. Everybody goes through problems. Everybody has a struggle. We just have to find a way to take 10 steps forward. Even if we end up taking 2 steps back, but we always have to try to move forward. And just love ourselves. Because how could we love anything? Or how can we even accept love fully if we don't love who we are? And nothing on the outside is a flaw. I really believe that you could only have flaws on the inside, but nothing on the outside of you is a flaw. I'm blessed. Y'all are blessed. And I really hope that you guys feel blessed too. Thank you for watching this video. I hope that you guys liked it. Thank you so much, and I hope that you guys liked it. And remember, Yusra loves you.